are back on the Clock. This year's draft is in Kansas City. Here's a look at the headquarters earlier today. The event expected to bring in more than 300,000 visitors to the city throughout the weekend.
And in just a few years, believe it or not, that could be us. There's been buzz about Green Bay hosting the draft for a few years now. The city was passed up for the 2024 draft, but the Packers have since put in bids to bring it here in either 2025 or 2027.
Pretty exciting. Tyler Jobe shows us how we've gotten to this point and what it could mean for Titletown.
I'm optimistic, particularly, either 25 or 27.
Packers president Mark Murphy earlier this month offered up his hopes about Green Bay hosting the NFL draft in 2 or maybe 4 years. With that optimism, communities in northeast Wisconsin have rallied behind the team's pitch. Brown County, Green Bay, and Ashwaubenon each have signed off on letters of support to help bring the draft here. In those letters of support, a municipality pledges to be a partner by helping cover the costs of various services.
I can't imagine many members of the council would be comfortable having the taxpayers provide much money to the effort.
Last month, Green Bay's Common Council unanimously voted in favor of the proposal. Council President Jesse Brunette says each member was supportive because of the benefits the draft would bring.
I think it was a rather easy decision at this stage.
The Packers have said the draft is expected to bring up to $90 million to the state. The team has estimated 240,000 people would attend over the 3-day event. Kansas City is hosting the NFL draft this year. Its football team just won the Super Bowl.
It's very cool to be in Kansas City at this time because it feels like there's so much momentum.
That's Elliot Scott of the Kansas City Sports Commission. He says the draft is expected to bring more than $100 million of economic impact and marketing value to the Kansas City region.
It puts us in a global spotlight that we can't buy.
Kansas City's population is more than 500,000 people. Scott says the draft is expected to bring about 300,000 fans over the 3-day event. The draft theater is in front of the city's Union Station. These renderings show just how big the staging area is. That staging area is huge.
It's larger than an NFL football field, which is crazy. I mean, it almost dwarfs Union Station in some respects.
2 years ago, Cleveland hosted the draft. Unlike Green Bay or Kansas City, Cleveland has been through the entire draft process.
We absolutely, made lemonade out of lemons.
However, COVID put restrictions on the fan experience. Mike Mulhall of the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission says that included timed tickets, screenings, and proof of vaccination. He says 160,000 people came for the draft, but Cleveland was originally expecting double that.
It was awesome. It would have been even more awesome if we could have done it, without the pandemic.
Cleveland's population is about 3.5 times bigger than Green Bay's, but despite that, Mulhall says he thinks Titletown can do an amazing job hosting the draft.
The NFL does they're great partners. They do a really nice job of celebrating your city.
The draft is already the talk of Green Bay, and what we've seen in Cleveland and Kansas City is a taste of what we could see here, from the excitement to everything else that comes with hosting the biggest event the Packers say this area will ever have. In Green Bay, Tyler Jobe, NBC 26.
In 2024, it goes to Detroit. We should find out about 2025 sometime in the next month. And the Packers said they're eyeing 25 or 27 because in 2026, Lambeau Field is hosting the Badgers Notre Dame football game.